The Death Call, a true crime horror story. It was a cold night in New York, 1992. The rain drizzled down as Emily Carter, a 27-year-old waitress, drove home after her late-night shift. The streets were nearly empty, and the only sounds were the occasional rustling of leaves and the hum of her car engine. As she reached for her nearly dead Motorola mobile phone, it suddenly buzzed in her hand. A private number. She hesitated but answered. "Hello." For a moment, there was silence. Then a whisper, deep, raspy, and unnervingly calm. "Emily, do you know how close you are to death?" A chill ran down her spine. Her fingers tightened around the steering wheel. "Who is this?" she demanded. No response, just soft, heavy breathing. She hung up, shaking her head. Probably just some creep playing a prank. She tried to push it out of her mind, focusing on the road. By the time she reached her apartment, her anxiety had dulled, but something still felt off. The hallways were eerily quiet as she unlocked her door. The fluorescent lights flickered above. She locked the door behind her, changed into comfortable clothes, and curled up in bed. At exactly 2:37 a.m., the phone rang again, the same private number. Emily stared at the screen. Her heart pounded. She let it ring. Then a notification, new voicemail. Her hands trembled as she played the message. "Look outside your door." Her breath caught in her throat. Slowly, she tiptoed to the window and pulled back the curtain just enough to peek outside. A tall figure dressed in black stood completely still in the dim glow of the street lamp. He wasn't moving. He wasn't looking around. He was just standing there, watching. Emily's stomach twisted. She stumbled back, heart racing. She grabbed her phone and dialed 911. "There's a man outside my apartment," she whispered, trying to keep her voice steady. "Is he trying to get in?" the dispatcher asked. Emily peered through the curtain again. The man was gone. The police arrived 5 minutes later. They searched the area, but he was nowhere to be found. Only a set of muddy footprints led to her door. Strangely, there were no footprints leading away. "Are you sure you saw someone?" one of the officers asked. Emily nodded, still shaken. But without evidence, there was nothing they could do. That night, she barely slept. Every little sound made her flinch. Then, 2:37 a.m., her phone buzzed. Her stomach sank. Her screen lit up with the same private number. This time, she didn't hesitate. She answered with a shaky voice. "What do you want?" Silence. Then that same whisper. "I warned you. Goodbye, Emily." The call ended. The next morning, Emily Carter was found dead in her apartment. Her door was still locked. The windows were shut. The police found her phone in her hand, its screen still lit up with the last call received. But when they traced the number, it never existed. The end, or is it? The police found her body 3 days ago, but I just got a text from her. The phone buzzed at 2:47 a.m. Detective Sam Carter groggily reached for it. Unknown number. He almost ignored it until he saw the message. "Help me. He's in my house." His pulse quickened. "Who is this?" he typed back. No response. A minute later, another message appeared. "He has a knife. I'm hiding under the bed." Sam sat up, adrenaline flooding his system. He traced the number but got no name. He typed furiously. "Address? Call 911. A new message popped up. "He knows I'm texting. He's looking under the bed." Sam bolted up, grabbed his gun, and called dispatch. They traced the phone to an old house, one that had been abandoned for years. When officers arrived, the house was dark and empty. The only thing inside was a dusty phone lying under a bed. The last message was still on the screen. "Got you.